I'm glad you qualified that. Physical in terms of the strikes, most definitely, because both of these guys are very hard strikers, Lenny.
And Davey Richards is a guy who has really stepped up his game over the last year. He spent quite a bit of time last summer and fall working in Japan, training in the dojos, and those several months span that he spent in Japan really took Davey's game to a whole new level. But here in Dragon Gate USA, he's starting out fresh. It's his debut appearance here on Dragon Gate USA pay-per-view, and he has quite a stern test in front of him in Shingo.
You're right, former champion Shingo. He's going to take him to task. You know, in Japan, of course, they like to compare Davey Richards to the Dynamite Kid, and boy, is that a high standard to have to aspire to. That's a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Davey Richards. But you can see there, he's every bit as explosive as the Dynamite Kid in that exchange. Almost kicked the head right off Shingo's shoulders.
Davey's not a guy who's easy to talk to. He's very intense, but I did manage to get a word with him earlier this afternoon, and he made it extremely clear to me in no uncertain terms that he is here in Dragon Gate USA to stay, and he wants nothing more than to become the first ever Open the Freedom Gate champion.
That's right, Open the Freedom Gate, not far away. That championship to be crowned in the month of November. Davey Richards, of course, could really put himself on the radar in a big, big way with Dragon Gate USA if he could manage to upset former champ Shingo.
Shingo certainly one of the very best here in Dragon Gate USA. Snapmare.
Kick right down the spine.
And Shingo right back to his feet. Face to face they go. Chops and kicks back and forth.
Woo! These guys doing their best to try and absorb these blows and come back, and Shingo at that moment decided, I think I've had enough in this exchange.
Shingo coming off a very tough loss in the main event and opened the historic gate in Philadelphia to Naruki Doi.
Well, what a contest that was.
And he certainly needs to pick up a victory here against Davey Richards.
Richards using the headbutt, now a shoulder, trying to get back in the ring, and Shingo has intercepted him and uses a dragon screw leg whip while Richards was half in the ring and half out.
Well, he's completely out of the ring now, out on the floor. And the worse for wear, and Shingo wasting no time going out after him here. And the dragon screw, an effective maneuver on the part of Shingo. We saw knife edge chop to the chest. We saw Richard utilizing those kicks early on in the matchup and trying to take away those legs.
Great counter strategy there by Shingo to use the dragon screw against someone who is renowned for his incredibly swift, punishing kicks, Davey Richards. Now Shingo brings him back into the ring. He's got some offense he's going to assert at this moment. Control on the left leg, toe and ankle hold there. You can see, of course, how he uses his other foot to trap the leg down. That prevents Richards from being able to kick his way out of it. Wrenching it over the top now. Shingo in control at this junction.
Steps over the leg of Richards, pressure on both the ankle and the knee as well here. Richards trying to use his free leg to escape, and instead Shingo drags him to the center of the ring and drops the elbow across the inside of the thigh. More damage done to the quadriceps, shoulders down, only a 1 count.
Single leg grapevine here, advantage Shingo. He's used a variety of very fundamental leg submissions there, and of course you can see on that second one, he made the mistake of leaving Richards one leg free, and Richards almost kicked his way right out of it. Now he's using nothing more than his forearm to free himself from that submission predicament.
Fist drop from Shingo. Richards writhing in pain all the way to the ropes, trying to buy himself a little bit of time here.
Showing good ring presence is Davey Richards. You cannot be forced to submit, of course, while you're outside the perimeter of the ring there by sliding underneath the bottom rope. Shingo continues to assert himself with a flying knee drop. Great execution.
Hooks the leg very deep, but only able to get a 1 count. Steps over, grapevines the leg again.
Yep, the Achilles tendon hold here now to Shingo. A hold you oftentimes see executed incorrectly. You see it done here, of course, to perfection by Shingo. Like so many of the great athletes from Dragon Gate USA, you see their terrific precision in every application.
Very technically sound. And of course, the basis for that training, same basis for the training of the folks over at Chikara, your maestro, Jorge Sky Rivera.
You are exactly correct, sir. And a limping Davey Richards now retreats to a corner as Shingo continues to stalk his prey.
Stomping away again.
Calling for the break there. The referee does not like them fighting in the corner, of course. He's only going to permit that for a very limited period of time. As you see, referee P.J. Drummond laying in the count.
Oh, he drilled him with that elbow. Nowhere for Richards to go. He was exposed. And the elbow from Shingo doing the damage. And like you said earlier, nothing Shingo's done in this match has been extremely flashy, but it's all been very, very effective.
That's right. Slams him with authority. Great execution there. And Shingo, you can see, taking a moment, collecting his thoughts and deciding exactly what direction he wants to take the match. And I don't know that a strike exchange at this juncture is what he wants.
Richards continuing to try and fight back, but that leg, the base leg, the right knee, not a problem, but the leg he delivered those kicks with was the one that was being worked over by Shingo.
Whoa! Up and over all the way to the floor! That's about the most dangerous way you can leave the ring!
And referee P.J. Drummond immediately going out to the floor to check on the welfare of Davey Richards and asking for a little bit of time, and Shingo immediately going out to the floor instead to assess the damage he's done himself.
What a smart, smart move by Shingo, because the only way to try and protect yourself in that type of predicament is to attempt to land on your feet. And from that elevation, going out to the cement floor on a damaged leg could only hurt Richards more.
That leg now draped over the barricade. Nowhere for Richards to go here, and Shingo looking to get ahead of steam.
Whoa, came charging in with terrific velocity and collided with Richards.
And Davey Richards is in big, big trouble here. Might be forced to go the remainder of this matchup with only one good wheel. Shinbreaker on the floor.
Richards, he fires back with a knife edge, but Shingo answers with one of his own.
Just stopped Richards right in his tracks there, did Shingo. And a hobbled Davey Richards is once again, well, it looked like he was going to be rolled into the bottom rope. Instead, he holds him on the apron.
Out there on the very edge of the ring.
Very precarious position here.
To say the least, can Richards free himself from this predicament?
Headbutt. Boot to the face. And again.
Very awkward landing for Shingo. That shoulder and rotator cuff injury area right there. Could this equalize for Richards' bum leg right now and create an opening for him to start to take control?
Shingo came down very hard on the apron of the ring. Nothing but steel and wood on the outside of the ring frame. And it certainly seems to have done some damage to the arm of Shingo. And just as moments ago, we saw the leg of Davey Richards tied up in the guardrail. Now it is the elbow of Shingo, and a hobbling Davey Richards does the damage.
This is just the turnabout that Richards needs to take control of the match. It seemed there for several moments as if victory was slipping away from him. And here, even though you can see he's favoring that left leg tremendously, he's got a window of opportunity to turn things around.
If he can stay on the offensive, might be able to buy some time for that leg to feel a little bit better underneath him here as he scoops up and slams Shingo.
You know, when you get the adrenaline pumping, Lenny, sometimes you're able to overcome the kind of pain that you're not going to shake off a half hour later in the back. Richards has got to hope for exactly that effect, because wrestling on a bum leg, man, that's an uphill battle, especially in there with an athlete the caliber of Shingo.
High impact on the lariat. Shingo goes down in a heap, and Davey Richards in command here. Stopping away on Shingo as he drags him back to his feet. Cranking down on the wrist, back heel trip.
Breaks him down behind the knee. Knife edge chop.
Holding Shingo wide open as he steps over. And a hard kick.
Wow, quick into that armbar submission here. You can see he's got Shingo almost doubled up. Shingo was trying to find a way out of it. Richards says no way.
Well, in addition to the aforementioned striking ability of Davey Richards and the hard-hitting offense, he's also well-versed in submission wrestling, loves to utilize the Kimura, and he is certainly looking at an opponent in Shingo with a weakened body part that plays right into that strategy.
You can see there Shingo wiggling the fingers on his left hand, obviously having difficulty with the sensation. Who knows, he might have a stinger right there. Shoulder and neck area severely damaged. takes him over there. He's got one arm trapped down on the mat. Usually you see him pick up the far leg here. Could be a single leg crab or maybe something closer to the cloverleaf.
Nowhere for Shingo to go here. Very awkward angle, but refusing to give it up.
Punishing in all kinds of directions. The knee joint, the lower back, and of course that shoulder that's trapped. Shingo does the right thing. He reaches out, grabs a hold of the bottom rope, and forces the break of the hold.
Richards using the referee's count as he continues to punish Shingo, who is again on his knees trying to shake some feeling back into that left arm, which has been worked over incessantly by Davey Richards here.
You see Richards there. He's really taking his time pacing around, trying to walk off the damage that's been done. Comes around with a swift soul butt kick to the solar plexus of Shingo, ready to send him now corner to corner. Richards measures him, shakes it out a little bit, and explodes. He comes in with a running forearm strike. Another soul butt kick is on the money, hooks him up, and snap suplexes him over with incredible rapidity.
And immediately to the outside goes Richards again, shaking some life back into that left leg as he climbs the turnbuckles. Surveys his prey and delivers the diving headbutt. Floats into a cover. Doesn't hook the leg and only gets two.
He was baiting him, Lenny. That's exactly what he wanted. He went on there with a really nonchalant cover of a lateral press, and he was using it so Shingo had to bring his arm up and feed for the Jujigata May, that cross-chest arm breaker, and Shingo had the presence of mind to block it, but he can't any longer. Richards has it. Shingo does the right thing before his elbow could be hyperextended. He reaches for the break.
And both men slow to get back to their feet. It is Richards up first.
Even when everything's going his way, Davey Richards is surly. He looks incredibly agitated now, as that tried and true submission technique was not enough to put Shingo away.
Shingo telling him to bring it on. He wants more. No questioning the heart of the athlete. Shingo, as he's telling him, he's giving him the arm, telling him to kick him in the arm. And he's back to his feet.
He's raised the ire of Shingo there. Whoa! Incredible release German suplex.
Both men down, double count applied here.
It's no secret Shingo, a former powerlifter. You saw his raw power on plain display right there, fans, as he snatched that waist lock on Davey Richards and launched him with a terrific danger German suplex. And of course picked up that name because it's so dangerous.
Hoisted Richards and then just tagged him with that forearm. How Davey firing back, but it's Shingo backing up Richards. And now Shingo peppering him with jabs.
And follows up with a Mongolian chop that sends Richards all the way back to the corner.
Shingo charges into the foot, but shrugs it off and delivers the lariat in the corner. Into the ropes with momentum. Richards avoids the clothesline. Right onto the shoulders. Death Valley Driver.
Drove him into the mat with terrific velocity. And Davey Richards on weak legs is pulling himself back up. And he manages to stop Shingo, if only for a moment.
Side! No!
The referee in great position to see the shoulder blades there, but Richards managed to bring the left one up before the count of three could be registered. And Shingo, you can see, regaining some of his poise, some of the strength in that left arm.
Burst of adrenaline allowing Shingo to fight through the pain here. And now it's Davey Richards who is going to have to dig down much the way that Shingo had to earlier on in this matchup. And Davey looks in trouble here, referee checking on him. As Shingo goes back to the attack, Saito suplex.
No sooner was that side headlock secured, Richards worked his way into the reversal, and now he nailed Shingo and went flying 3 rows deep.
Davey Richards putting his body on the line here on pay-per-view.
Black Warrior, eat your heart out. An explosive rock tope, the likes of which you rarely see.
And Davey Richards has electrified the Chicago crowd. action back inside the squared circle. And Shingo sent under the bottom rope by Richards, who certainly looks to think that things are well in hand at this point in time.
A fired up Davey Richards, and a high-risk move like that, it certainly has the potential to backfire, but Richards looks none the worse for wear after that incredible exit from the ring. Look at this rapport of kicks. He lays in across the thick chest of Shingo.
Reversal of the whip. Backhand spring into a dropkick cover.
Not enough coverage on the shoulder blades to hold Shingo down for 3 after that explosive kick from Davey Richards, who at least at this juncture appears to have recovered as much as he probably will from the punishment delivered earlier to his left leg.
Richards getting urged on by the fans here in Chicago as he drags Shingo back to his feet, waistlock. Shingo still with some power, able to force his way to the ropes. Thought he was going to get a clean break. Instead, Richards kicking away at that exposed elbow and doing more damage to the left arm of Shingo. Reversal of the whip. It's Richards into the ropes. Shingo set too soon. Kick to the chest.
He paid for it there. Now Richards off the rope. Oh, but he ran right into a waiting Shingo, who's ready to string together another move here. Scoops him up.
Bloodfall, no. Knockout kick.
He could have sent Shingo to Dream Street very easily with a kick like that, but it looks like Shingo's still in the game.
Richards signaling it might be time to take a chance here. Shingo almost limp in the hands of Richards as he gets scooped up and slammed. Davey to the outside.
Scaling the turnbuckles, but that moment's hesitation has cost him as Shingo, already up to his feet, and with a knife-edge chop, has halted the momentum of Richards.
Follows him all the way up now.
Both men standing on the middle rope, the top turnbuckle between them, as Richards tries to fight his way out of this predicament, but Shingo is holding on.
Elbow by Richards. Continuing to do damage to the left arm of Shingo. Sunset bomb blocked.
Series of right hands. Shingo's managed to nullify that powerbomb predicament. He ran right into the waiting boot of Shingo. Davey Richards going to try again.
Leaping enziguri.
He managed to come around with that left leg of his, which we know has suffered some incredible damage. We'll see if there was enough behind that kick to make it work.
Top rope hurricanrana. Richards pulling out all the stops. Hard running kick to the chest.
Waistlock German suplex bridge from Richards.
Couldn't hold Shingo down. Able to roll through at the count of 2, but how much more punishment can Shingo take here from Davey Richards? How much more punishment can Davey Richards dish out? Calling for the ER driver, the butterfly brainbuster. And that might be what he needs to put Shingo away, but Shingo blocks down to a knee.
The double underhook or butterfly as it's sometimes called. Here he's got the hands locked. Shingo frees himself there with a back body drop.
Catches the leg. Traps the head. Crossarm breaker.
Shingo turning it over. Does Shingo? No, he doesn't have the strength to fight it off.
Give up!
Again, very close to the ropes. Not sure if he realizes it at this point.
You cannot stay in a hold like the Jujigatame for very long without risking serious damage to your elbow. It looks like Davey might be changing it into the triangle.
Shingo starting to fade. Ask him!
1!
The referee checks his arm. If it drops the third time, this one is in the books.
No! To his feet!
Look at the power of Shingo!
shoulders. On the turnbuckles.
That's dangerous territory.
Good night, Stay Dream. You've got to be kidding me. Just that quickly, Shingo has the tide back in his favor. Davey able to free himself. Elbow. Hard forearm. Shingo lighting up Richards against the ropes.
A series of them right down the jawline, jarring the head and skull there of Davey Richards.
Right onto the shoulders. What fall?
Shingo's ready to put him away. Look at the lariat.
Again, only two. And what once seemed to be a 50-50 crowd now seems squarely behind Davey Richards. That might be end for Davey Richards here.
Oh, Richards. He converted into a prawn hold, but even that was not enough to keep Shingo down.
Shingo was going for Made in Japan, but what a counter. Alarm clock. Spin heel kick.
That's it.
DR driver.
Good grief, Lenny. What is it going to take to put either one of these men's shoulders down on the mat for the count of three?
Each one of these men have hit their signature finishers and have yet to put their opponent away.
At this moment, a wrestler's going deep into his bag of tricks and thinking, what is that special thing I hold back? What is it going to be that's going to help me put this man away? And that's got to be going through the minds of both Richards and Shingo at this moment.
Another DR driver, no.
The short kicks to the head. Typically the calling card of Toshiaki Kawada.
Another DR driver again blocked. Around he goes. Look at that! Made in Japan! You cannot get any closer to three than that.
The frustration, the fatigue. This match reaching epic proportions here. Shingo pulls himself up in the corner. Richards now not looking nearly as good at this juncture.
No, he is prone in the corner, the referee checking on him. But he is somehow making it back to his feet in the corner. Running clothesline.
Nowhere for him to go as Shingo just jams him into the turnbuckle.
No, the only thing holding up Richards right there were the ropes. And he again is placed on the top turnbuckle by Shingo, who's looking to follow him up.
What is Shingo thinking there?
Elbows. A shot to the back by Shingo. Richards lands on his feet. Right hand. Back to the second turnbuckle he goes. Looking for a superplex, perhaps. Headbutt. Like two rams just butting heads.
Richards once again leaping through the air, but using his left leg. How much more can that possibly take before it just gives out?
Lariat off the top. Shingo charges right into the post. You can hear the smack of the impact as Shingo hit the ring post.
His left arm now, the one that has taken so much punishment, draped out there on the top rope. The drop kick of Davey Richards. It's that left shoulder and also the elbow that has taken such incredible punishment over the course of this entire match.
Richards again to the top, taking a chance. Shooting star press! He kicks out, but look! Kimura!
He's got it locked! Shingo, he's got to reach out or he's going to submit!
What a performance by two superb athletes! But Davey Richards has sent a message to the locker room of Dragon Gate USA. He is here and here to stay.
So that's the pro wrestling y'all been missing, huh? Even though I'm in a ton of pain right now, I gotta be honest with you. I missed it too. You know, I don't want to come out here and do the cliche thing. Everyone shakes hands, they're best buddies, wipe each other's butts behind the bar, you know, all that stuff. But I am a man, and I will give credit where credit is due. And that credit tonight belongs not to Davey Richards, but it's Shingo. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm known as one of the hardest hitters around, and when I left St. Louis this morning, I told my wife, I said, "Oh, babe, Sunday show, it'll be easy." She was right. It wasn't easy. But a guy came out here earlier who I came up with, who I used to be roommates with, who I have a ton of respect for, and his name's Brian Danielson. So Brian, you said you were gonna watch my stuff. You said I had maybe what it takes to be the next best in the world. So I don't want to hear a promo. I don't want to read some online interview. I want you to come out here in front of all these people, especially that dickhead, and tell me what you thought of my match.
Ladies and gentlemen, he did exactly what I said he'd do. He came out here and put on an awesome match. Davey, you did a hell of a job. You did a hell of a job. Let's hear a round of applause for Davey Richards. This is the new face of independent professional wrestling.
You know, I gotta tell you, Brian, you know, we've known each other. I mean, we used to live together, man. I've been asking you for advice. Probably been annoying the hell out of you for years. You know, but the truth is I got a lot of work before I get to your level. But here tonight, you saying that match against one hell of a competitor, Shingo, I just want to show you, man, what it means to me. You say that.